ninjas are butterflies. Too much. Too much.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
That wasn't bad.
That was actually really good. Excellent job.
Whoa.
Being harmonized
That
perfectly.
was complete. We didn't know what we were gonna do, and I just went for it.
I know. I'm a trained vocalist, so.
You are?
Yep, I am trained.
In what? Like, who trained you?
Look at my throat. It's a trained throat right there. Who trained me?
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh?
Yep. Ho Chi Minh.
Who is that?
He built a trail, and
It's a Mongolian throat singing guy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh.
No. Paul McCartney actually. I met Paul McCartney before he became famous, and he kind of taught me. I was when I was a young kid, when a young lad.
Do you believe Paul McCartney died at a young age and was replaced?
And he 100%.
Interesting.
Yep.
So, welcome. We have a question today sent in, which
I love our questions.
Yeah. I probably need to reach out to this person who asked this question and just make sure
Everything's good?
They're not. Yeah, everything's okay.
Is it that bad of a question?
It's pretty intense.
Okay. All right.
So today's question, and I won't say their name because I'm going to reach out to them. They asked, is domestic violence okay?
Wow. That's a kind of a tough question. Not a tough question, but that's a heavy question. I'm not saying it's a tough question. It's let me think. Okay, I'm going to say no, absolutely not. That domestic violence is never acceptable.
You took a long time.
I know.
But,
I'm just trying to think because my wife hits me sometimes, and so I was like, maybe it isn't okay.
Is that domestic teasing?
I guess that's probably what she's like. Though that's not going to hold up in court, as far as I'm concerned. But.
Yeah, I'm going to go on the record and say domestic violence is not okay.
Wow, you're flip flopping. Because I remember our conversation from last year. You were pretty pro.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Oh, that was a different thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lily?
No.
Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah.
You sure, Lily?
Positive. Even though I did hit you.
Lily thinks domestic violence is okay.
Only when it pleases her. Welcome to the show.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind. You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
I was going to keep it vague because you guys always trap me somehow. I knew it was coming.
I was trying.
Oh man, guys, look at us.
That's great. Why are you still pregnant?
I'm good for nothing.
Golly.
Guarantee you, when this podcast comes out, we will have a baby. And actually, I'm just going to do this. We're going to put a picture of the baby right here.
That's not the baby. That's a picture of Vice President Kamala Harris. Oh man. Yeah, there's Jane. There's Jane.
Wait a second. And you don't have to edit that. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you still pregnant?
I don't know.
Golly, it's taking forever.
I know.
They're really
What
milking
if it turns
this.
out that you weren't pregnant?
It's gas.
It's just gas.
It has a heartbeat.
What is it?
If it's just gas, what is the water breaking? That's gross.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the last podcast Lily's on for a good minute.
I know.
Yeah.
And that chick that commented on your last video, she'll be happy about it.
Yeah,
She's so mean.
It's like people don't think that we are reading the comments.
Yeah, it's crazy. We do read the comments, but also I think you're getting a lot of popularity because you are pregnant too. People like that about you, and
She
I feel
said-
like either we've got to fake it. You're just like,
Yeah.
that's just who you are. Like, you know, like on cartoons when they have a character that's pregnant, they're pregnant like all the time
yeah.
for 20 years straight.
Yeah.
So I think that's just got to be what you're going to do.
Yeah, this lady said, I prefer the podcast where it's all boys and Lily's not on.
And I said same.
Yeah,
That would be boring. That'd
Yeah.
be boring. Yeah, we're going to miss Lily. We're going to miss her. But how long are you going to be gone?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Vacation.
Should we do a
No.
pod at home? Like a month from now, should we do a pod at your place?
That would be funny.
in the living room?
That would be funny.
My
Can we?
blood pressure would be 700.
We'll think about
We'll
it.
bring food. We'll bring food.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you guys are giving me food today. Yeah, wings.
Yeah.
Now you're locked in.
Yep.
We're getting wings.
Wings.
Yeah.
Chicken wings.
And that
you,
patty melt.
And you, because you had kind of a fiasco this morning with the cupcake.
There's no fiasco.
Let's talk about the cupcake fiasco.
Yeah, Lily.
There's no fiasco.
Poor Lily. She had
Someone stole something.
Yeah, what are they called?
Ding dongs.
Polos.
Those are ding dongs.
Ding dongs.
Oh.
The ding dongs one's they're chocolate and they have the white swirl on top.
Yeah, so
okay.
you left them on your desk. Andy bought them for you.
Yeah.
John brought them into my office yesterday. He's like, "Can you give these to Lily?" I'm like, "I'll just leave them here on my desk for when
Yeah.
she comes in." And someone stole them off my desk.
I saw them several times yesterday, and
Yeah.
I was literally gonna go buy another one because I was like, I want these right now, and I chose not to.
That's so nice.
And
of
so
you.
Are you sure you didn't?
now I'm mad that someone else stole them, and I could have gotten away with it.
we have like thousands and thousands.
We have a camera.
we gotta find out.
We're gonna find
Oh
them.
my gosh.
You have to figure out before that erases
Wait, let's place
because it
our
was there
bets.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh
Who do we
man.
think took it?
Oh man, I don't
I'm
know.
putting my money
Dude.
on you and pregnancy brain.
No.
I'm putting them on Andy.
That would be hilarious.
He's just like,
What if I fell asleep and I slept walking and at night I walked in the night and here like a rat, but I ate it over the sink like a rat.
You just literally couldn't get it out of your head, so you're like, I gotta go get those ding dongs.
I'm gonna vote it's your dad. I
He's
think that would
diabetic.
be.
Yeah, he's diabetic.
I know,
He
but
doesn't-
I feel like there's people that are diabetic that sneak that
They
on the
sneak
side
it.
because they know they can't get anywhere else.
I have two more guesses. I think it's either Austin or
No.
Angel.
Oh, probably
Angel would
Yeah,
do it.
Angel.
Yeah.
Angel would come in here and be like, "Oh, Pa, he got some ding dong cupcakes.
And then 3 months later, he's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. I took your.
I thought they were for everyone. There's two of them."
You never sit at your desk anyway. Come on."
I'm
Taylor?
gonna say John. No, not Taylor. He doesn't have a sweet tooth.
Taylor eats like kale chips.
Yeah, that's his
As a
dessert.
snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think John came back in here. I think he said, "You snooze, you lose," and
Mm.
he took it.
I don't think people,
Yeah.
no matter who it is, I don't think people know that we have a camera in here.
Yeah,
we're
And
definitely
so
gonna
that
find 'em.
is gonna be, guys. So tune in next episode, and
Yeah.
we will reveal the culprit.
We will show the footage of the ding dong
Oh man, that's gonna be
bandit.
great.
The ding dong bandit. No.
Yeah, someone draw us a picture of what you think the Ding Dong Bandit looks like and send it to
please.
ninjas at
ninjas-
sundaycall.com.
Yeah.
Sunday call.
Sunday Cool.
So draw your suspect ding dong bandit and email it to us, ninjas@sundaycool.com.
Yes, please.
And we'll
review them next week before we do the video.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait to find out.
It's gonna be fun.
Who it
It's gonna be
is.
great.
If it's cool enough, we should do a shirt.
Oh yeah.
You can do a
The Ding
pre-sale.
Dong
Yeah,
Bandit.
pre-sale.
Wanted.
The Ding Dong Bandit.
Yeah.
It's just a wanted poster. That's great. Oh
Oh.
man, I can't wait to see what the viewers come up with.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's dive into some stuff.
Oh, a lot to talk about today. A lot to discuss.
I have some fun, lighthearted stuff. Like fun. They're all conspiracies. That's what consumes my every waking moment.
And we don't
besides
want
my
to
family.
be the other conspiracy podcast, but it's something fun to dabble in, and we find the funny in it, and
It's like
some
we're-
really interesting
it's like
stuff.
We're dabbling in dark arts or something. I don't know.
There's
We
a
have
little
to
every now and then.
dabble in
It's
it.
where you can go to find like absolutely incorrect information and opinions.
Yeah, we'll state this. We do the bare minimum research.
On purpose.
We've been called out on a lot of mistakes from our conspiracies, and guess what?
And we've
That's
been,
okay.
And we've been made fun of them for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call you the chicken. You're the chicken tender guy. Or
Oh my
whatever.
gosh,
Yeah.
I got roasted in that one. The sports fans really tore me up, but also the with the Lord of the Rings thing that you mentioned in the conspiracy theory, a lot of
People
people
are
are jumping on that
so
too. And is that?
mad.
And I sorry to derail, but is that? I don't know Lord of the Rings that much, but
Yeah.
they talk about the eagles at the very end that rescue Frodo
Yeah.
and Sam, because it's like, then why did they just
Why
have an
did they
eagle
just-
just drop?
it's like,
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, and they're all like, "There's so many reasons why," and everybody's so mad about it. I'm like, I didn't. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
you
even
know?
when Gandalf is falling to his death, he says, "Fly, you fools!"
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, like take the Eagles.
yeah, I think that's maybe what Gandalf may have been. What do you think? What was Gandalf saying when he said that?
He was just making a comment about run. The Eagles are actually in the books. They have no affiliation with anyone, and so they did a few favors for Gandalf. But in the books, it's very clear that they're not. You know,
That seems like the most dire favor in the world, though. Just to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
hey, if you destroy this one thing, everything's gonna get better.
They're like,
And I think,
no.
Not our business.
Not interested.
and I think it was a decision like in the editing of the film and how they did that. Like it's not from the book how that all played out.
I don't think Gandalf did he have like he didn't have the street cred with the Eagles. It was Galadriel.
No, he did. Remember with the moth? He's like,
Yeah, but that's Galadriel's moth, isn't it?
I just love the fact that
She
Gandalf
gave it
the
to
Grey.
him as a gift.
no.
Did I have a dream about this?
Yes, he did.
Wait, did I eat the ding dongs?
Wait a second. Am I J.R.R. Tolkien?
Look in the mirror. You look around. You're in New Zealand. No.
Crack on.
Put down the pipe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what conspiracy theory do we want to get into today?
Okay, this one's it's kind of a viral one, so you guys have probably heard this already, but it's called the glitter conspiracy.
Do you know about it?
So no.
So let me start off. Okay, yeah, the glitter conspiracy. Let me start off with this. I don't know anything about it.
I love the confidence. Actually, no.
Okay, so I'm going to give a brief synopsis because Andy told me about it last night, and I looked into it a little bit. It's kind of everywhere, but so there's this main glitter manufacturing. I think they may have the patent on glitter.
It's like I knew that. There's like one plant.
Yeah, there's two plants. They're both based in New Jersey.
Okay.
Of course.
They're owned by the same company.
Yeah.
Like it's like a sister company. I don't know. It's like underneath whatever. It's called Glitter X. All right.
Glitter X.
And one guy from the New York Times went and I tried to read as much as the article today. It was like 20 pages long, and he was explaining
New York Times, yeah.
like what glitter is. I'm like, okay, I don't really. Okay.
It's not healthy for you though.
No, and they talk about that. It's like it's a terrible thing. So it's basically aluminum coated or plastic coated aluminum. So it's like it never goes away. It stays on Earth basically forever.
Terrible to consume. Terrible for the environment.
Yeah.
Terrible for sea animals. It's terrible.
It's awful. And this guy was questioning, and so it was like weirdly top secret. He was talking to one of the higher ups, and the guy's like, "Yeah,
because there's a shortage."
Yeah, so
that's the biggest thing.
There's a shortage in the world.
He started talking to him just because he's like, okay, so there's a shortage. What's happening? Who's your bit? Like he's just asking questions.
Yeah, and so he asked if he can get a tour of the place, and the guy's like, absolutely not.
Why?
He said you can't. He said you can't see the glitter being made.
Why?
He said you can't even be in a room next to it and hear how it's being made.
What?
You can know nothing about the process.
Nothing. And the guy said even their main big clients for buying glitter,
Like Hobby Lobby.
I guess, they said they don't even have access to know how the glitter is made. Really weird, right?
What is
Aluminum
going
coated
on? What about the sound of it being made would
Don't know.
ruin
What if
the
it's just
secret?
aliens?
I need you to make this glitter now.
Sandu.
Oh, shiny.
Is that an alien?
Yeah, it's like all trolls and stuff.
You've heard
that
too
look
much.
I'm so sorry.
I really wish you didn't hear that.
Papa? JR
But he did get a tour, right? But like nowhere close to the actual process of it being made.
Yeah, they're like, this is our coffee maker.
Yeah, basically like the boring side. They had like a showroom of like all their different types of glitter. And he literally had like 3 paragraphs about these different types. I'm like, okay, pink, blue. Wow. Okay. But he asked the lady giving the tour, who are the biggest buyers? Are you having a contraction?
No, it just sat wrong.
Oh.
It hurts.
If you give birth on this podcast, this will be the most amazing podcast ever.
So please don't be selfish. Don't wait.
So she said, like, you know, like the basics, like they do jet ski paint, crafts and art stuff.
Like they mentioned football helmets.
Yeah, football helmets, just like paint.
They even use it to track stool for animals, like when they're like sick or something. So they'll like give them like pill capsules with glitter in it. So when they look at their stool,
yeah,
stool's poop.
Let's just cut to the chase. We're talking about animal poop. But there's one company, she said, that is the biggest buyer of all glitter. And he says, what is it? And she said,
the U.S. government.
well, we don't know.
Oh.
And she's like, I can't tell you that.
Oh, Oh my gosh.
And she said, or he said, if I looked at it, would I know it's glitter? Talking about the product that they use this glitter in, the main buyer of glitter. And she said, no, not really. He said, would I be able to see the glitter? And she said, oh, you'd be able to see something, but I can't.
But
And
what's the first quote that you said? Like,
and then she said, they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter.
Where does your imagination go?
That's
all
the
over the place.
conspiracy type of this thing.
And so people are saying like it could be in bombs.
Yeah.
It could be in toothpaste, but it's like
Toothpaste.
to make it like
appealing,
shiny,
Oh,
glittery.
ew.
Yeah.
But like
because you see it in hand soap. Like
Yeah.
you see like the glitter in hand soap, and like so that's the thing we're running into is that it has to be something that's not obvious because they're already saying
they don't this company does not want people to know that it is glitter that they're using.
So people are saying, oh, boats, it goes to boat paint, but it's like they already admitted to
that's
jet
fine.
ski stuff and stuff. It's like, and we know that, we're aware of that.
Yeah.
And so it has to be something that we're either consuming
What if it's
or
like-
is bringing harm to other people or the environment that's being very wasteful and doing terrible stuff.
Or it could be.
It has to be food because the FDA would get involved.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're probably trying to avoid that.
They're trying to sweep it under the rug. What if it's like sports drinks or something? Like
I
something to make
Yeah.
a product more shiny.
But it sounds
that
like
thing
they're
you were drinking the other day. The
The
nuclear waste.
The Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah.
it looked like
It looked like urine
Ninja
or like
Turtles
nuclear waste. But that's the thing. It's just so strange. But it doesn't seem like the glitter is the main aspect. Like the shininess isn't.
Yeah.
So it's obviously not something that we're thinking that's bringing
Because-
shine to something.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's weird.
So glitter is plastic and aluminum, and it's heated at different elements with different whatever.
Yeah.
So this glitter manufacturing place, they're probably creating something that to us doesn't look like glitter, but it is the properties of glitter
Yeah.
that this
It's
company
like
is buying.
poison, yeah. Well, okay, what if it's something like that's less nefarious and it's actually like truck paint and dudes
Well, they talked about paint.
dudes just don't want to know that there's glitter on their truck.
Wait a second.
I don't want no glitter truck, man.
I don't want no glitter truck. Glitter is for little kids and women.
You might as well put a dress on it. I ain't driving it.
No thanks. Yeah, it is the trucking industry. We figured it out. Wow, good job, Will.
All right, but seriously, what is your theories? Who is consuming all this glitter? Who's buying all of it? My first thought is like Lady Gaga. Like she's just probably she's her whole house or something. That was my first thought. Elton John's probably invested in quite a bit.
It has to be something dangerous,
Yeah.
like something that the mass population is consuming or has something.
Yeah,
It has to be a food or a drink or something.
it's super strange. It's kind of scary. to think
Eggs.
about. Eggs.
Butter.
But apparently
foods.
there is plastic in toothpaste, but it's it's like a binding agent.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
gum.
not. It's like I guess that. Yeah.
Gum
so it's
is
super
literally
strange.
like plastic.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be gum.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't
What do
know. My imagination is going wild.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
trying
like-
to see if some other people who have some guesses. Someone said it's in Barbie's front yard.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's kind of weird to think about.
What if they're manufacturing organs?
Out of glitter?
I don't know.
Somehow as a,
What do they make
diversion.
fake organs out of? You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's glitter, but yeah, well, I don't know.
It's not going to be glitter.
There's-
It's the
there's-
properties of glitter. Which I mean, could that just be aluminum?
Aluminum and plastic.
Yeah.
Someone said maybe it's Maybelline.
It could be makeup though. You know, like
Oh, yeah,
makeup
it
used
could
to be
be.
like totally toxic.
And you're literally putting it into your pores and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've heard what like makeup's made out of, right?
What?
A lot of like pig.
Pig.
You know that, right?
I thought they tested on pigs.
No, they use. There's a lot of like pig actual remains and stuff like that that
Ew.
get used inside of
That's cool.
makeup. It's really neat. It's really fun.
Do they kill the pig prior to harvesting it and putting it in makeup, or
No.
they let it die and then
They
Kind of like the octopus. Yeah,
Yeah.
like boiling octopus.
Yeah, they did a big tub of makeup stuff and they just throw in live pigs.
I've always wondered that. This is like kind of a tangent. I don't want to get off the glitter market, but when you're hunting for food, if the world ever ended and I needed to find out how to survive and stuff, don't get an animal that's already dead, but you can kill an animal and make it dead and then eat it.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it depends.
Don't eat a dead animal already.
Yeah.
Because of disease and
okay.
parasites. Like, you don't know what that animal died of.
I mean, if you hit a deer, I know people who've hit a deer.
Yeah.
And they put that deer in the back of their truck and they take it home and they harvest it.
Okay.
And so if you know, like, it's a clean kill and everything like that.
Yeah, if you know
and
how
it's
it
also,
died.
Okay.
Also within season too, because if they find out, like, I don't know what the laws with that. I'm like, if you killed a deer accidentally and you took it home, but it wasn't within season, I don't think you could do that. I don't think that'd be illegal.
Okay.
Because
you'd get in trouble.
you wouldn't have a tag for it.
You just drive your car through the woods.
I hit it, sir. Wait, your truck have glitter on it?
Get him, boys!
You're going to jail, not for the deer, for the glitter.
Yeah, who knows?
I say it's Coca-Cola. They're pretty secretive about their ingredients.
They are.
Could you imagine? Because like when you look at a glass of Coca-Cola, like how it sparkles and stuff like that. I know that's a carbonation, but still, it's like the way they're wording it makes me think. Oh, I mean, you could see a little bit of the glitter, I guess, but they don't want you to know there's glitter in it.
It has to be
interesting.
It has to be something with the U.S. government, though, man. Like,
Yeah,
because
that's what I
it's
think.
so secretive.
And it's so much. That's
Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't know how much money, but it can't be. It could be close to billions of dollars. That this company is worth.
Yeah.
because
What
they're
if-
the sole providers of it. These two places in New Jersey.
Like, what if glitter is actually just like a superconductor, and so they're like using it to make wires? It's just like melted.
Oh yeah, like something like they warp it and make it. Yeah, I don't know.
I have a cousin that works for Lockheed Martin, which, you know, they manufacture weapons for the government. She can't tell me anything, but she did tell me that whatever she's working on is like a weapon that's like not like super harmful. She can't tell me anything about it.
Glitter bombs.
That's the best type
Glitter
of weapons. The ones that
I
aren't
bet it's
harmful.
glitter.
We just drop glitter bombs on terrorists.
What is that, Mark Rober on YouTube? Like with the guy who has the tracker, the scientist.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Rober. It's just like that's all it is. They're just doing a citywide glitter bomb.
Just to really annoy them.
Wait, who are we? Another tangent. Who were we talking to the other day where I was talking about Katie? Did you hear me talking about that? Where I was like, my cousin, she works for Lockheed Martin. Like, she's amazing. She went to UF. Oh, it was. I won't say. But she's amazing. She works for Lockheed Martin. She graduated with her degree in chemical engineering from the University of Florida. And the person went, "Oh, that's so good for him."
Wow.
Gender stereotypes right there.
It's kind of like, have you heard that riddle?
Oh yeah.
The surgeon.
Yes.
Okay, have you heard that one?
No.
The riddle on the surgeon. Okay, so I'm gonna butcher it probably. A man and a son get in a car wreck, right? And they get rushed to
I've
the
heard
ER.
this.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay. I'll say just to, for the viewers. A man and the son get in a car wreck. They're both rushed to the emergency room. The surgeon walks in, looks at the son, and says, "I can't operate on him. He's my son." And it's like, then how does that make sense? And they're like, "Oh, well, I don't know.
It's impossible.
It's impossible." But it's like, no, the mom's the surgeon. Like, oh, so we're all just sexist. Great, perfect. That's a riddle that makes me feel sad. We have a systemic issue. I thought my biggest problem was trying to figure out this riddle, but nope.
Speaking of women being able to do things, let's cut to an ad.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Andy.
Do you want to know about the greatest software, communication software on the planet?
Do I have to?
Yep, you have to, because guess what? This episode is brought to you by ClearStream. ClearStream is the greatest software for communicating to your church, your organization, your group, whatever. I mean, ClearStream saved my life. I don't know if you know about that, Josh.
What? How?
At ClearStream, I was sitting in my house. I was sleeping. I was all tucked in. I was in my little cocoon.
Yeah.
And then I got a text. Say, bling.
Yeah?
Make the noise. Bling. There's my phone. I look at my phone and guess what? It says, "Hey, ClearStream wants to let you know your house is on fire."
Oh my gosh.
Now, I had communicated, and we had this, neighborhood watch thing that communicated, they used ClearStream.
Yeah.
And so I got notified, and I walked out of my house, and I saved it. No joke. I live in a nursing home and a children's hospital.
Okay.
And so
A lot of lives were saved.
all because of ClearStream.
5 stars, ClearStream.
Yes.
Way to go. And guess
absolutely-
what?
yeah.
If you go to clearstream.io/ninjas and use their service, you get 10% off for life.
For life!
until you're dead.
Until you're dead.
And you probably won't die if you use ClearStream because they saved Andy's life.
And then you can pass it on to your kids, okay? You can give them your login information, and forever you can pass it down like an heirloom, okay?
Yeah.
Your ClearStream account. No one's ever done that before.
No, but ClearStream's doing it.
And we love them for it. Thank you so much.
Add over. Okay, listen to this. We're going. This one's gonna just be a crazy conspiracy podcast.
Okay. All right.
That's the way we're going.
Dope.
Have you guys ever heard of EctoLife?
Nope. No. Have not.
EctoLife.
EctoLife.
Beep boop 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 beep boop.
The life of
Okay.
Ecto.
It's terrible, and I hate it, and I hate it.
But we love talking about it.
It's the worst. So it's a company that is in the process of creating. It's an artificial womb facility
Ew.
to combat infertility crisis.
Okay. That sounds good, right? Sounds
Have you seen The Matrix?
not completely.
Okay, well, it's the same concept where babies are literally grown in an artificial womb, like in a power plant looking place.
But like, are they made from actual humans?
They are.
Okay.
But
All right. I don't want them to be like some lab babies.
well, it kind of is because they're talking about what is it called? Gene editing technology. They're working on that, so you can make your baby look like whatever. You can get rid of.
I'm so glad they came out with it now and not when I was born. Thanks.
They can fix genetic disorders with it and stuff.
Wow.
But the creepy part is that, this is another thing. It said that you also have, the parents will have smartphone technology so the parents can track the progress of their baby.
That is crazy. Like a Domino's tracker.
Yeah, Domino's
Yeah.
tracker. That's where my brain went
Prepping
to.
your baby.
Yeah.
Your baby is the size of an apple today. You want to see? But it's creepy because, one, I don't think we should do that.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's super. I don't even know what to think about because it's just such a new. It's such a hard thing to have an opinion on when it's brand new to you. Like you don't even have time to even process or think about
the
it.
reason they're doing this is because the trajectory. Because we're always like people are always like the world's overpopulated and stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
In fact, there is the infertility crisis, and they're saying the population will drastically decline in 2100. So 2100. It's just going to like start dropping.
Is there
doubt
an
it.
infertility crisis, or is it that people are just wanting to have babies later, or not at all?
I think both.
I think both. There is a statistic which I'm super proud of Gen Z because a lot of Gen Z is just putting selfish stuff, like not selfish stuff. I didn't mean to say that, but like things that like starting a family and rushing things.
Yeah.
They're putting that on hold so that they can focus on what they need to do to succeed in life and figure out their own path, which is great. That's awesome. And so there is like
we do live in a different world than like our parents and our grandparents, where it's like, where's that joke that said, back in the 80s, you could work a summer at Baskin Robbins and then buy a house.
To buy a 3-bedroom house. Yeah.
Just the world's just getting more complicated.
Yeah,
more
so
expensive,
it's more expensive, and so now they're putting a lot of people are just putting that as a priority, just focusing on what they're doing.
Even having a baby, if you don't have health insurance and you have a baby in the U.S., it's going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars.
Insane.
Like one lady got a bill I saw on like TikTok. It was like $100,000 to have a baby.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Crazy.
in what world? Like,
Ours went to collections, and I was like, I'm going to pay $10 a month for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not paying anymore.
we think we had. We tell you about it? We think we had an angel donor.
Oh yeah,
for
somebody
Ada.
called. Yeah.
Which is like, it's so cool, but it's like, I wish they had given it to somebody that like had really needed it.
Yeah, so like
But it's a blessing either way.
with insurance, our hospital bill was like $8,000 or something.
Yeah.
And we started paying it. We paid like $900 towards it in the first couple of months. And then all of a sudden we got a check back with the amount that we've paid.
Yeah.
And we looked on the online portal of like what we owe. It said $0.
Yeah.
So Ada was free.
That's awesome.
Or we did something terribly wrong and we're about to go to prison or something. But I will tell you what's funny too about the kind of direction that the world is going in. Like I'm 25 years old and I have 2 kids, one on the way, and it's almost like I'm a statistic.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like one of like, the teenage parents.
Yeah, you're like a no, don't say that.
Teen mom.
This is the creepiest part, in my opinion, of that EctoLife thing. So they said there's limitations with the woman's body, of just like the baby head and brain can only grow to a certain size. Like that's
Oh.
what allows it.
So
So
they're gonna look different.
they're talking about it's called evolution trajectory, aka transhumanism, which basically means humans will take over and alter their own evolution.
Oh, you were talking about this.
And so it's basically they're making their goal, I guess you could say, is to make a different type of human.
Like
That
the
is
ideal.
scary.
And that's not very fun.
That is so scary. Like it's so terrifying because it's coming from human DNA, but they're obviously altering it.
Yeah, because it's growing.
Man.
It's literally, it looks like a science fiction
Yeah.
womb, like
Yeah.
a glass dome, and like
Jeez.
it looks like the Matrix. If you guys have ever seen the Matrix, it's creepy.
Didn't see it.
Didn't they have
Yeah,
pictures of
it's-
that in like the Vatican too, though?
What?
You remember seeing those pictures? And it was like a total.
Like one of those like
Yeah.
crazy people.
Yeah, but they had like a bunch of those things, and they were like, "This is in the basements of the Vatican."
Oh yeah,
Um,
Vatican is pretty fascinating.
I just can't imagine. I don't know, obviously, but that God will let that happen.
He might.
Yeah.
That might be the downfall of.
That's the thing.
humans.
We have the free will to do it, and unfortunately, it's just like internet. Internet's great, but there's people that use it for really bad things, just like anything. in the
Yeah.
world. So
That's that.
who knows? Hopefully hopefully they make them like really, really cool athletes, and so we just have really sick sports in like 20 years.
They're gonna mess up like the hat game though, man. Like all these hats, the hats are gonna be like this big. And like, wait, what size hat do you wear? Like, I don't know. It's like a 7.5. And they're like, wow, little head. That's gonna be the new insult, little head.
And they're gonna be like, they're just gonna call, hey, what up, normies? Like, they'll pick on us.
Their head's like,
It's like Pinky and the Brain or actual lab rats.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be nuts. This is
Yeah.
gonna be bonkers.
I mean, we still got some time. We'll probably be dead before this
Yeah.
happens.
I feel bad for those kids because you know how mean middle schoolers are, and they will get picked on. Like
Yeah.
You were made in a science lab.
and it's like they're gonna be literally in science class. They're like, look, I'm making a Jared. Like it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
He's got 3 eyes.
but he like somehow has a gift of like levitation because his brain's so big.
This is how superheroes happen, dude. Oh my goodness, have we ever thought about that? Oh, that would be insane if they
It's like, yeah,
legit start
it's like the
creating
X-Men.
superheroes.
Oh my gosh.
The mutants.
Because you could alter, like, I don't know, like muscle growth, I'm imagining. You could alter
Yeah.
anything you want at a certain point. 50 years from now, this is going to be probably like customizable, like make a baby,
Yeah,
like makeababy.com.
Yeah.
And it's just like literally you just add your characteristics and it's like, hey, listen, if you want your kid to be, if you want your boy to be over 6 feet, you're going to have to pay for it, okay?
Oh my gosh, you had different packages.
They got like a. Let's think about that. How much would you have cost if this was the baby that your parents created? They said we want him to look like this, or
I
maybe
think-
they were on a.
okay.
My parents were definitely on a budget.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think they probably took the funds from my fingers
Yeah.
and like making me have good looking fingers because I have crooked pinkies.
They're like, listen, we have crooked pinkies. We have these are like there's a spit like.
Listen, I'll tell you what. We'll give him a good head of hair, but you have to like give him crooked pinkies.
No, they spent more money on the hair, and they said we forgot about the fingers. Let's just get standard fingers.
Yeah.
But then they saw that there's a discount bin, like
Yeah.
a clearance
yeah,
aisle.
yeah, they
Scratch
jumped
And they
in.
saw
Yeah.
there's some mess up ones, and they're like,
Yeah.
if you're willing to deal with those, and it's like, okay, let's give them 8 good fingers, and let's don't throw that crooked. Let's send them with that.
Do you want him to have scoliosis or a straight spine? How much is a straight spine? It's going to cost you about 10,000 more. Let's just
Sorry,
stick with
little
the-
Billy.
Let's just stick with the scoliosis.
I was definitely made on a budget. They're like, listen, give him like how long?
Your mom brought in a coupon for you.
Listen, I booked this on Groupon. I don't know how does this work. Well, how it works is he has hair for the first 20 years, and after that, it's pretty thin. It's pretty bad. Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Just give me whatever's cheapest. I don't care. Yeah. So there's that. Terrifying.
That is really, really scary.
I don't like
it's
it.
funny you mentioned Matrix because I just saw a meme before we got on here about how it's so sad. How there's some cows farms that are obviously so depressing, but happy cows produce better milk, more milk, all these things. They're just better livestock when they're happy. But instead of actually making them happy and giving them a good living space, they've have like Oculuses
Oh my god.
Oh,
that
geez.
like show sunny pastures and everything.
But they're like in
And I'm like,
like
oh,
a-
good for them. I'm like, oh no, that's so depressing.
But they live in like Joplin, Missouri.
Dude, I'm
Hey, watch it.
but with what's happening with AI.
Yeah.
And this is a real company making these artificial wombs. It's literally the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's like because the whole premise of the Matrix is they build robots that are AI, and they figure out, hey, wait, we can basically feed power off of growing humans.
Yeah.
And so AI and robots take over the world. And so all these other people that are grown in these artificial wombs, it's like the Oculus thing.
And I guarantee it's a lot easier to implant those chips whenever they're young.
Yeah, they're living in a simulation.
You're literally making fake humans. So there's probably going to be a law of like, oh yeah, you can test on these humans.
Yeah,
because they're not
real.
Technically real. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. This is the issue. See, when I was in school, I was like,
Neo?
Where's Neo when we need him?
Save us, Neo.
Keanu! Speaking of movies, do you want to talk about the movies that are coming out next year?
I was going to say, it's so weird that you're like such a movie buff and you've never seen The Matrix.
I've tried it. It's just one of those things. I'm not a sci-fi guy that much, and so it's tough. But I will have to watch it. Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
You're going to love it.
I'm just not a huge sci-fi. So whenever I see sci-fi, I kind of just turn my brain off. So that's why I would struggle like to even watch like Interstellar or something. Like it was just like, I don't know if I'm going to like it, but the story's told well enough. I'll like it.
I love sci-fi is my favorite genre.
Well, guess what? I'm telling you, I cannot wait.
Tell me.
Okay. Next year's lineup for movies that are going to be released, I feel like we're finally getting back to the good old years because I think 1994 was probably the greatest year of movies ever. It had Shawshank Redemption. It had The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
It had, did I say Shawshank Redemption?
Yep.
It had Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
It had Forrest Gump. Great year. Then 2008 was great. 19 was great. But I finally feel like this next year is going to be insane. So here's a lineup.
Okay.
Avatar 3. Get that out of the way.
No.
He's already dropping that, which is great.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years. That's going to get a lot of momentum. Wonka. How do you feel about Wonka?
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah.
It's been in the year, like for years, it's been in the making.
I love me some Tim Chalamet. It was hard to get on board,
Chalamet.
but I think he's amazing.
First movie I ever saw with him, I guess technically was Interstellar. I didn't know that was him at the time.
Same.
But what's the one? Dune.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was the first
He's
one.
a great actor.
Yeah, and he's great.
And him and Beautiful Boy. Don't ever watch Beautiful Boy.
It's the saddest thing in the world.
It'll wreck you.
Boo-hooing.
I've seen
it's an amazing movie.
I've seen the clip of him sitting with Steve Carell at the diner.
Oh.
And it's just like, it's rough to watch as a parent. Dune 2, speaking of Timothy Chalamet.
Yes!
Dune 2 coming out. Last year it came out on your birthday.
Yeah.
So hopefully it comes out. But give me that scream one more time. That was Josh's _1 song of the year.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I think, yeah. It was Paul's
2
dream.
years in a row, right?
Yeah. Paul's dream.
How would you rate your Spotify rap for the year? 1 out of 10.
It's pretty good. I'm a big Peaky Blinders fan, and I listen. If you guys haven't seen Peaky Blinders, the last episode, like last scene of the last episode,
That song.
that song was my #1 played.
All the little horses.
I like the
It's epic.
red right hand.
Yeah. They have an amazing soundtrack.
Really good. Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Nice.
last one. It's going to
You
be
love those.
emotional.
You like those Marvel
I
movies.
wouldn't say I love them, but
You like 'em.
they're fun.
It's such a great trilogy. It'll be a great trilogy. Ant-Man coming out. The Blue Beetle. It's a DC movie. The Flash is coming out. Scream 6.
What?
It's in New York. It looks super cool.
Is it the same actors and stuff?
I think so. The teaser came out and it looks awesome.
Oh my gosh.
65.
Yeah, 65.
Oh my gosh.
Adam Driver.
So excited.
That one looks fun. It's like he goes back in time to like prehistoric times.
65 million years ago.
I love Adam Driver. You're working on your impression of him.
Yeah.
Do a good soup.
It's good soup. Good soup. Now I got to work on it.
John Wick 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Another banger. Mario.
Yeah.
It looks good though. Jack Black. You can't. I mean,
Jack Black is playing
yeah,
Mario?
he's Bowser.
But Chris Pratt is the voice of Mario.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
The voice is
That's
gonna be
so
weird.
strange.
Is it going to be like a little racist?
Probably. It's me, Mario.
Oh no, Italians are white. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not racist. Listen, it will be kind of weird. I'm thinking because the guy that's original Mario voice, he's still alive, and so it's like I feel like people would have appreciated it a bit more if they because I think it would have been fine, and then stacked the cast around him.
Yeah.
Well, they know what they're doing. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Little Mermaid. The new one?
Nice.
The live action?
Who's playing Ariel?
Hal Berry? I don't know how you...
Halle Berry?
No, it's Halle. I don't know how you pronounce it, but
That's Halle.
No, it's not the Halle Berry, but it's a younger actress. She's really good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's been in other movies. Spider-Verse, the new Spider-Verse, Indiana Jones.
Oh, that looks good.
I'm so excited for you.
Mission Impossible. It's number
Nice.
6 or 7.
I freaking love Mission Impossible
Not
movies.
interested. Not
I
interested.
love them.
Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Christopher Nolan coming out with another
Is
banger.
that the Atom Bomb
Yeah.
movie?
That's
with Cillian Murphy.
Dude, this is
Dude, dude, and that's not even over.
Wait,
Barbie.
Cillian Murphy.
Is it Killian?
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it was Cillian.
Is that
Is it Killian?
Tom Shelby?
It's Sicilian.
Oh, Sicilian. Got
Yeah,
it.
like the pizza.
He's Italian. Golly. Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Shelby.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that. I thought it was Cillian, but
Tom Shelby.
I'm probably wrong. Barbie with Ryan Gosling, Margot
Oh,
Robbie, and Will Ferrell, the bad guy.
That looks
yeah, it's
cute.
gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Aquaman's finally coming out. The 2. Legally Blonde 3.
What?
Same cast. Fast X. So number 10 for Fast and
That's
Furious.
too
For
many.
whoever
How are
likes
they
that.
doing that still?
I don't know.
Who's watching these?
You think they would just call it
Jace.
quits?
JC.
Jace loves the Fast and Furious movies.
And the last one I saw was Martin Scorsese's Leonardo DiCaprio, Killer of the Flower Moon, where I think he's playing Jack the Ripper or something like that. I can't remember.
Whoa.
It's something. It looks pretty intense.
Oh my
Dang.
It might be the wrong.
gosh.
I know he's playing some Ripper movie, so that's yeah.
Oh, and the new Deadpool.
Is it coming out next year?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, next year
supposedly
is
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine's going to
Yeah.
be in it.
Oh my
Returning
gosh,
as Wolverine.
fun.
Yeah.
I
Right.
love Ryan Reynolds, especially after all of this football stuff.
Yeah. Wrexham.
Wrexham.
yeah.
It's a great show.
I'll have to watch it. But yeah, next year is going to be bonkers.
That's going to be awesome.
I know. And I wish we had Movie Pass still. I wish Movie Pass was
know.
still a thing.
I
That
know.
was crazy.
You guys,
talk
did you
about
hop on
that.
that ever?
Dude.
$10, $9.99 a month on one movie a day.
Terrible business model. Terrible business
We
model.
took advantage of it like crazy,
Dude,
bro.
so you buy, have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you buy a movie pass and it was $10 a month, right?
It was a subscription, $9.99.
And you could go, the criteria was you can only see one movie a day.
Yeah, and you can't see the same movie twice.
Yeah. And so like back before COVID and stuff, there's a lot of good movies. And so
100%.
I would just go to the movies and I didn't even want to watch the movie. I'm just like, I can.
Dude, 2017 was the year of movie theaters for me. Like, because I went
Yeah.
and saw everything. No matter if I wasn't even interested, sometimes I would go and I knew I had to get work done, and I would just go in there. I'd be on my phone getting work done and just enjoying the vibe, like because it was free. It's like, what are you doing?
It didn't last long though.
No, it didn't. I
The
got,
company's like, yeah, we're going bankrupt. It's like, I wonder why.
but I remember there was an interview during the middle of it where the Movie Pass guy was at a conference and he was like the CEO, and he was like, yeah, we track you guys even when you leave the theater. And then everyone's
Oh
like,
my gosh.
whoa,
What do you mean?
Wait a second.
don't say that.
You guys are in a simulation. You're artificial babies.
Listen, wake up. And it's like, no,
Right? Speaking of wake
you're in a
up,
coma.
have you watched 1899 yet?
No, I'm on the 4th episode. I'm slowly going
it's
through
so
it.
good.
Yeah,
It's very good.
It's trippy. I'm at the point where like they're towing it back right now, the boat.
It gets wild.
Dude, the acting's so good. The music,
Yeah.
the gloominess, it's perfect.
Yeah.
He watched it without me.
Because you don't like that stuff. She didn't like
Dude,
dark.
You don't like
I didn't
dark?
like the dubbedness.
It doesn't matter, Lily. It's
Yeah.
one of the greatest shows. I would put it in my top 5 of all time.
Oh,
like
wow.
as
same.
cinematography wise, story wise, I literally. I'll show you. I was like it looked like a serial killer notebook because I took notes because it's a big back, like it's like kind of like a future time traveling kind of
Yeah.
thing. So you have to keep track. And so I literally had to lay out the family tree basically so I could enjoy it and sit down. And it blew my mind.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's a crazy show. Crazy show.
Farts. I
You had
had
something?
something and I totally lost it. Oh, my brain. I think I may have a sinus infection. I've been sick for like 2 months straight.
Too long.
And I finally called the teledoc last night and I said, Doc, you got to help me. There's so much pressure in my head. I think I'm going to go crazy. And he's like, okay, I'll get you this. And I'm like, okay. I go and pick it up. And I thought it was a Z-Pack to like help with the infection. And it was some name I've never heard before. Started with an L and the pills are very little. And I look it up and it's like the treat like rashes and stuff. I'm like, what? I looked a little further, like for sinus pressure. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try it.
Manufacturer Glitter X. Wait, what?
Crap. And then it said take at night, may cause drowsiness. It's not a may cause drowsiness.
Yeah.
It makes you unconscious. I took
You may
it.
be drowsy for a little bit, but you'll be unconscious. You won't remember it.
I took it, and like 10 minutes later, I got up to go tinkle time, and I'm like, Lily was laying in bed. I'm like, whoa. And she's like, you all right? I'm like, my knees are wobbling, and I laid down, and it was like dead
All night. Out.
all night.
Yep.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
What
You
if
feel
I
better
got
today?
into
and
it
that's
for-
when I thought, and I started getting a little panicky because I'm like, dude, I know I'm about to sleep like the dead.
Yeah.
And if Lily goes into labor right now,
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
That would be.
Lily's gonna have to drive me to the
That sounds like
hospital.
like a sitcom. Just gotta go. Weekend at Bernie's, man on the wheel.
Yeah, and so I woke up, head pressure felt great, and then I blew my nose and my ears exploded, and it made me really dizzy.
Yeah.
And now my head is pressurized again.
And that's where the nagging started. That's where this whole day, because I walk into the kitchen and Josh is taking like cough medicine. I'm like, are you Googling any of this stuff to see if they have interactions? Like, you're poisoning your liver.
I'm just trying to find that perfect combination to make me feel better.
And he was like, Lil, don't even start.
I said, I just want to feel better. And then she comes in here like a terrorist looking for cupcakes and accusing every single person.
She was waterboarding her secretary. That was like,
Yeah.
where are they?
I think Andrew stole them.
That'd be a,
That's
that'd,
how you're gonna play this.
that'd be a
I
twist.
think Andrew probably took them.
Wait,
That'd be
is
a twist.
there's what if there's milk in it?
Maybe he just did it.
Despite not to
Maybe
get-
maybe he did it
Just to
to
make you-
create like this drama. Like maybe this is it's his little simulation of
He's
like
playing us.
he's the Wizard of Oz. He's the guy pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Now, see, I saw you hide them in these sweaters earlier. Like, I know you were gonna try to eat these cupcakes.
Me?
Yeah.
You've got to be.
I didn't hide them there.
You had to have.
I did not.
You had to have.
You're my boss, but I'm not going down for
You're
that.
kidding.
I did not.
You are
I
joking.
promise you, I did not hide them in there.
This is okay. We're gonna have to check the cameras because this is getting fishy.
I didn't put them in there.
I
Did you just
literally
see-
saw you do it.
No, I did not.
What is happening?
I did not.
This is great.
Why would I do? Why would I do that? You're lying.
Why would I make this up?
Oh,
What?
we're going back to the
We're
cameras.
going to court.
What is happening?
Small claims court.
What is happening?
What a.
I thought you
what
were
the
putting them.
prestige.
I thought you were putting them there. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't put them at your desk. I don't know if you're gonna like do
No,
something on
I
the
did
podcast.
not. No, I did not touch the ding dongs. I left them on my desk.
I did not touch the ding dong.
I'm not the ding dong bandit.
What is happening?
What
This is
just
amazing.
I don't know. I'm so confused. I really am. Why are you saying I did? I did not do that.
Then how did I just find them there?
I don't know. Maybe you put them there.
Why would I put them there?
To create what's happening right now, Andrew.
Well, if
You're
that's-
the puppet master.
If that's the case, I'm a
You're
genius.
the Wizard of Oz. You're the Matrix. Is he?
Wake up.
Are you?
Wait.
I'm gonna throw up. Is this,
Close your eyes. You open them. You're
Lily-
a baby. You're a baby inside one of
is
the
this all the
rooms.
medicine I'm taking, or am I going absolutely crazy?
Oh my gosh.
You weren't asleep all night. You actually drove up here. I just really want a cupcake right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm
This is
really
naked.
confused.
Same.
I'm sorry for the part I played in that conspiracy by not telling you when you were looking for them earlier.
I'm so confused.
Did you tell him I'm gonna hide these cupcakes?
No.
He didn't tell me. I was editing, and he walked behind me, and I was like, "What is he
And
doing
you
in
put
the
them in the
sweaters?"
sweaters?
I did not put them in the sweaters. I didn't put them in the sweaters. I put them on the desk, and they're gone. I promise you, I did not put them in the sweaters. They were on the desk. Somebody stole them. We're going back to the footage, and we're going to find out who did it. Andrew is, if we're
Number
playing,
one
if we're playing
suspect.
Clue,
Conspiracy theory.
Mr. Mustard over here,
With the wrench in the billiard room.
Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, Colonel Mustard.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna find out. We're gonna. This is interesting.
Oh my
Tune in next week.
Yeah. So we'll end on that, I guess.
Yeah, that was that. That's
because I need to go. I need to
detective
go.
work needs to happen.
I need to put on my Sherlock hat.
We do have one.
Oh, we
in
do.
The props,
yeah.
yes.
I'm just for the rest of the day.
No, next with the pipe. Next week we'll look you up.
Yeah, I want some wings too. I'm so hungry.
I'm so glad. See, this I feel in the office when Pam's like extra pregnant and she starts having like second lunch with Kevin because Kevin's such a connoisseur of food. Yeah. I feel like I'm that for you because I mentioned earlier, I was like, hey, you guys can buy me wings. Yeah. It's like, and so now it's like, oh, wings sound good. So every time I'm wanting something that Josh needs to buy, I'm just gonna
put it in my head.
Put it in your brain. Yeah. Just sprinkle little seeds. I really should have been taking advantage of this the whole pregnancy.
I can't move on. I can't move on from this ding dong conspiracy.
I can't believe that we had a whole thing about it, and Andrew's knowing that the ding dongs are in
accusing
letter.
me,
conspiracy theory.
Because I'm not gonna call you out, but then you like called me out, so I have to call you out.
Who would have thought that the biggest conspiracy theory was never the glitter, was never the babies?
It's the ding dong.
It was the ding dong bandits.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Listen, the ding dong bandits in the room right now. We're locking the door. No one's leaving until someone's either the person owns up to it or we're all dead.
We're gonna figure this out, and if we don't, this is gonna be the conspiracy that goes on for hundreds of years.
This will be the last podcast because everyone will be dead.
Everyone, please email us your drawings of the ding dong bandit, and I promise you, it's not me.
We will solve it next week.
Why would I hide food from my pregnant wife?
Because she ate all the food.
I promise you.
I'm not saying that, but like that's a reason. If you need a reason, there's a pretty apparent reason.
My head is just spinning. I literally feel like I'm in a fever dream.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
I'm gonna die. What?
Everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for watching.
I am tripping a little.
Yeah.
I think this cold medicine's kicking in.
You're in the midst of it.
What if we're gonna look at the camera and you've just been so busy, like walking around doing all this weird stuff, like hiding stuff that you need,
like taking Andy's wallet, and like putting it like
the deer's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you guys go, make sure to go to Sunday Cool. If you have a custom order T-shirt thing you want to do.
T-shirts, stickers, hoodies, anything you want. It's okay. We work for Sunday Cool, and Sunday Cool has the softest apparel in all the land and the greatest customer service, and we're remarkably fast.
And we unicorns, we play on them. Wait.
Josh is losing it. We're going to go to the hospital right now, not for Lily, but for Josh. And Josh, you're going to be okay, buddy. You're going to be all right. Okay?
Dad?
Love you. I'm just
kidding. I'm completely fine. SundayCool.com. Check us out.
Love you guys.
Bye. Wish Lily good luck because she's probably giving birth today or tomorrow.
And we'll update you guys on who wins the weight
price.
Yeah.
Ninjas.
The price, yeah.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Love you.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind. You learn martial arts. Ninjas are dead!
Someone put on a comment for the glitter thing. They said, hear me out. Sparkling water. Oh, like, that's great. That's super funny. Also, someone mentioned the KFC recipe.